Crazy.
R.I.P. Kim. Whew. With a combination of alcohol and ecstasy, April recalls feeling lightheaded and lethargic. After being forced to take ecstasy, Diddy then demanded Kim to have intercourse with April.
Oh, hell no.
God damn it. Tyrone.
What?
Oh my God.
And they all have the same story. They all got the same story. They go to Diddy. Diddy get them drunk. You know, Diddy have girls do girls, men do girls, men do men. Like they all got the same. They all pretty much got the same story. But it's just like, it's like, I believe it, but y'all gotta have some proof though. Like, where's the proof? Like, stories are just stories. How y'all gonna prove this? You know what I mean? So I just don't know how. Where's the evidence? But people in the chat saying that there's videotape now. If there's videotape, that's a whole different story. That's the proof that you're gonna have to need, you know, especially 30 years later. You know, but we'll see.
What? April and Kim were having sex. I don't really know too much about the whole Kim Porter situation, but a lot of people at least suspect that she passed away due to foul play. Mm-hmm. And this is the first time that I think she's being brought up in all of these interactions.
Yes.
And I wonder, it doesn't sound like they were married at the time. Because did Kim and Puffy actually get married? Were they legally married or not?
They were not legally married, but she has the most kids by him. I think he has something like 8 kids. But Kim and Diddy have been involved for a long time. They had some kids. She died of pneumonia. She was dealing with Albie Shore for a little while. I think they have a kid as well. But she was writing a book around the time of her death, and it kind of went into the whole Tupac situation and some of the Diddy shenanigans. So it's suspected that she was going to come out with some of the things that have happened over the years.
Jeez.
So people suspect that. We don't know, guys. These are just allegations, but people have been thinking now that all this has come out because there was an overlap between Cassie and Kim. Like, they were dealing with Diddy at the same damn time.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I got a lot of super chats, but this is just the last one I'm bringing up right quick. Shout out to Tintrella. She says, listen, man, deal with Puffy, take a few blows and humiliation, and maybe VHS little movie camcorder stuff. All because you wanted fame. Gosh, it's so complicated. April vocally opposed this idea of sexual intercourse with Kim Porter, but Puffy quickly reminded her that she had no control over the situation as he could make her lose her job. Cost-benefit analysis. Just here in Atlanta, there was a black man who sued a black woman down here in the city and won $1 million because they were fucking. She was his boss. This happened like a month ago, 2 months ago. He broke it off because he wanted to fuck somebody else. She was like, oh, okay, fired him. And the city, you, AV, and me, and all the other taxpayers down here in Fulton County had to pay $1 million to this black man for, you know, the sexual harassment and hostile work environment and all this and all that. So losing your job is a big deal. And Puffy is saying, hey, you know, if you don't have sex with April, if you don't have sex with Kim Porter, I can make you lose your job. April knew that she had to comply because she had witnessed what happens when someone defies Puffy. She had also been threatened and victimized and brutalized by Puffy and did not want to cause a problem because she feared him. As Puffy demanded, Kim and April engaged in sex. Puffy sat close by, masturbating for some time before pushing Kim Porter off of April and forcing his penis inside of her, sexually assaulting her. April felt numb at that moment and emotionally checked out. A few hours later, April recalls being woken up by Puffy and told to leave the residence. She felt disgusted, ashamed, embarrassed, and could not believe what happened. Shortly after this event, April slowly distanced herself from Puffy again. Even though she was reluctant to be with him, he used his industry connections and invitations to exclusive events to keep her attached. Cost-benefit analysis. Puffy went so far as to invite her to Kim Porter's birthday celebration. Sean Puffy Combs cordially invites you to attend a birthday celebration in honor of his girlfriend, Kim Porter. Tuesday, December 16th, 1997 at Cheetah.
This nigga crazy.
The evening will feature special performance by Chico DeBarge. God. This invitation and sexy formal attire will be required for admission. This invite admits only one.
Is that laminated?
Now, all right, listen. When can we start? When are we going to hold women accountable? All right, men absolutely should never do shit like this. But goddamn, ladies, what the fuck? Wait. When are we going to start saying shit again? You going to put yourself in this position again? Not once, not twice, not three, but 4 times you put yourself in this position. It's like, I'm not excusing the man behavior, but fuck. You put yourself in this position 4 times.
It's laminated.
It's laminated.
It's from 97. This is how we used to keep things preserved.
Wow.
I wonder how big of a memorabilia box this lady has. End of the road.
Oh, here we go.
All right, so we are going to get into it. AV, do you have any supers that you want to shout out?
I think I have one.
Well, y'all, when you're looking for that, let me just do this right here. The one low.
It's like, come on, man. Like, all right, once again, not excusing the man behavior. Men should never do this, but God, ladies, come on, man. Y'all cannot keep putting yourself in this situation. It seems like y'all put y'all. It seems like some ladies put. I don't even want to say it. I ain't trying to get canceled. I'm just gonna keep that to myself. You know, you can't say everything that you want to say these days. But I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it to myself.
So guys, we're at the end of the road. All right, you want to pick it up right here, AV?
Sure. So we have another incident, guys. In or about 1998, April found the courage to end her relationship with Diddy. She had finally suffered enough.
And let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. She had suffered enough. Now, to a man and to the uninitiated, that doesn't even make sense. Like, how many sexual assaults is enough? You would think one would be enough.
You would
but
think
guys, it's just not the case. It's just not the case. Humans are so complicated, especially when we're doing this high, I'm gonna say high value male, this cost benefit analysis. You know, if I'm dating Keisha and she hauls off and slaps me, Keisha will never see me again. Exactly. If I'm dating Oprah and she hauls off and slaps me, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, give me a little ice, give me, I'm sorry, Oprah. Cost benefit analysis.
I'm so done.
I haven't suffered enough yet based on what I can procure, maybe into the future. Now, does this make me any less of a victim? No, because I did get slapped. Oprah slapped me, but then I went back for seconds and thirds and fourths because she's Oprah. But there could be a time, maybe slap number 798, where I say I had enough, Oprah.
That's what it's all about money, man. It's all about money, power, and control. People are willing to deal with certain amount of abuse as long as you got the money. But that's a personal problem. I don't know, man. Once again, I'm not excusing the man. The man should always get punished. The man should never do anything like this. But goddamn, man. I don't know.
I've had enough. The benefits are no longer outweighing the costs. So here, April has says that in 98, she ended her relationship with Puffy. She had finally suffered enough. All right, 59 right here.
Sure. However, this ending was one-sided. Diddy and Kim Porter weren't done with April.
Oh, Kim. Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Kim. Now, this is the first time. Respect the dead. Kim is not here to defend herself. Kim is not here to rebut these seemingly aggressive allegations that we are going to read. But we have to remember, Kim was never arrested for anything. I don't know. I don't want to say that. I'm assuming. I haven't heard of Kim being arrested for anything violent like this. I haven't heard of Kim being arrested for anything sexual like this. So let's put that out there to preface this. I don't know what's going to come, but let's put that out there. All right. So pick it up right here.
Mr. Combs, Diddy, and Kim Porter weren't done with April. Kim Porter was very resentful of April after she was forced to engage in sex acts with April. I think he means Kim Porter was very resentful of Diddy after she was forced to engage in sex acts with April. I think that's what they meant to say.
Or it could have been, no. It absolutely could have been April.
But it says April on April?
It says right here that Kim was resentful of April after she was forced to engage in
yes. Okay, got you. So Kim didn't like April after she had to do this thing with April. Got you.
They were strangers, right? They didn't really, Puffy was the one that made them do this stuff. You know, Kim could have been heterosexual. There could have been a non-lesbian bone in her body. You know, she might have just like men, but Puffy is making her do things. Man, all the stuff that Puffy was making Cassie do, Cassie didn't really want to do all that stuff. So Kim could absolutely resent April. Now, the resentfulness is a little weird because April is also a victim. It's not like April wanted to have sex with Kim either. Yeah. But, emotions run high. Yeah. Let's keep going right here.
Yeah, she dined at April's place of employment, a bar named Sliver, which was in Soho. According to April, Miss Porter was enraged when she saw her. According to April, 2 days later, Kim Porter called her employer and complained to the manager, alleging that April attempted to poison her.
Jesus.
She then stated that her boyfriend was Diddy and could have the business shut down if he did not immediately terminate April. Later that evening, the manager told her he had to let her go because Diddy called and demanded that he fired her. April believes that Ms. Porter got April fired in retaliation for what Diddy made them do. According to April, her boss was afraid of Diddy and his contacts and told her he had to do it, or Diddy could risk getting his business closed. April called Diddy, and he showed no remorse that she was out of a job. In fact, he laughed about it. At that time, she ended their relationship. April recalls Diddy's penis being descendingly in both length and width. She recalls him being circumcised and remembers a tattoo on his chest.
I've never heard that.
Why do we remember like these sizes? Yeah, like we're remembering sizes and length and width now.
Well, I guess she's laying out proof.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where, did you really have sex with him? Well, he has a birthmark on his left testicle. Well, how would you know that if you know? So maybe that's what she's trying to say, that he had a small penis in length and width, and that's proof that I had sex with him because I know his penis size.
Gotcha.
Interesting. All right, Sean John Clothing, you want to pick it up right here?
Yeah. While in a relationship with Diddy, April was a student at Fit. She had a passion for fashion, and Diddy knew this. Diddy promised April 7 working opportunities in the fashion and music industry, and the two often discussed his plans to launch his own clothing brand. Within months of April ending their relationships, Diddy launched Sean John.
All righty.
All right. So there was a buffer. This is number 4. That was just a buffer.
Number 4, sexual assault encounter number 4. According to April, she saw Puffy at an event at Rockefeller Center in or about the end of 2000 towards the beginning of 2001. At the time, April says Puffy Combs may have been filming a season of Making the Band. According to April, when Puffy saw her, he approached April and asked the camera crew to turn off the cameras to not film the interaction. According to April, Puffy asked her how she was, expressed to her that he missed her, and asked if she would leave the event at Rockefeller Center with him. April rejected Puffy and left. Later that evening, he kept calling her and asking if she would come to his apartment on Park Ave, but she said no. He even offered to send his driver to pick her up. Finally, he offered to come with the driver to pick her up. Puffy does not like the word no. He called a few more times, so she stopped answering the phones. A few days later, he called again, begging to see her. Reluctantly and regrettably,
there it is.
She allowed him to come over to her apartment located at 477 Central Park.
How y'all feel about this, man? Like, man, I don't want to be. Oh man, Lord have mercy. These women are opportunists, not victims. What it sounds like to me, man. That's what it sounds like to me. This shit is wild. Like, no, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a woman. I don't, you know what I mean? I've never had, I don't know. This shit just sounds wild. This sounds bad. Sounds bad on both parts, on both parties, hers and his. I'm just going to say that. It's bad on both parts. Hers and his. But how's she gonna prove all of this though? But y'all said that there's video, so let me keep playing this because apparently there's some type of video footage. So let's keep listening.
To hear what he had to say. I'm gonna let you come over, but just to talk. I want to hear what you have to say.
Why? After he...
Gaffer Ted says, I'm done again. I'm done. I mean, you know, I don't...
Laminating invitations.
What do y'all think, man?
This one goes farther. Now we have other things that were preserved for 30.
Calvin, man. This shit wild, man. And she laminated all this stuff. And she has all these invitations and stuff just perfectly in perfect condition. Like, what? Appreciate you, Calvin.
Calvin Barner super chatted $5. What in the Brittany hit me baby one more time Spears is going on here? Raised eyebrow, raised eyebrow, raised eyebrow.
I don't, man. I'm going to listen to the whole thing before I say what I want to say. Because I want to say some shit, but I know some shit can get me in trouble. But so I'm trying to reframe of saying some stuff that I want to say. So I don't want to jump out the window. Let me just listen to some of this craziness. All this shit sound crazy. On Diddy's side and her side. Let me just say that this shit sounds crazy on both ends. All right?
Yeah, 30 years. I'm not going to say anything because we all thinking the same thing. Right? And two things can be in existence at the same time. We all know Puffy's a monster. Let's just put that out there. Puffy's a goddamn monster.
Facts.
No one is defending Puffy.
Nobody.
He's a monster.
Nobody. But
she invited a man who she knew was not a man. She knew he was a monster.
3 times.
She invited the monster over to her apartment to hear what the monster had to say.
4 times.
What do monsters say?
Roar.
What do monsters do, right?
Roar.
What do they say? What do they do?
Exactly.
Reluctantly and regrettably, she allowed the monster to come over to her apartment to hear what the monster had to say. April figured it was during the day and doubted that the monster would try to harm her. It was during the day.
Because it was daytime?
Monsters only attack at night.
Stop. What is... Oh, I ain't...
Guys, this is just a tough situation.
Very.
And no one is defending Puffy. We saw Puffy it was a wrap when, to be honest, for me, and we're gonna talk about this tomorrow. For me, it was a wrap when that damn video came out. They better not put me on Puffy's jury. I don't really give a shit. I saw that damn Cassie video. That's all I need. Mm-hmm. That's all. I'm a 20-year attorney. Technically, I should be a better jury member than all of y'all combined. I'm telling you, that video is all I fucking need.
I believe everything. Like, yeah, that video pretty much confirmed everything, that all the rumors. But at this point, it's just like, do you have proof? You know what I mean? But that video, but there's a reason why Diddy settled within 24 hours, because he knew he fucked up. And everybody's seen that like, damn, he settled in 24, 50, 60 million dollars, 30 million dollars. You just giving up $30 million less than 24 hours. Nah, because he knew that he fucked up. With this Cassie case, he knew that, oh shit, yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, I remember that time, this and that. Oh, yeah. So, I believe all the rumors, but at this point, it's just like, y'all got to prove it. You know? Y'all got to have some facts and evidence. Like, I believe all the rumors. And it's fucked up that y'all allowed this man to do this for this long, you know? It's real fucked up.
So Puffy's a damn monster.
Yeah.
You know.
Appreciate you, Kevin, with the $5. Let's get it. Diddy parties that he videoed. That's what the home invasion is about, I think. You know? What if all these lawsuits got to do with that home raid?
Calvin Barner. Super chatted $5. And don't forget Jamie Foxx caught a mysterious illness right after he gave the interview talking about the Diddy parties that he videoed.
Hey, I'm saying now, you know, what if that was a part of the house raid? How many other videos did they get from that house raid? Like, they probably got a lot of video evidence against Diddy. I don't know, allegedly. This shit's crazy, man. Yeah, Jamie Foxx, that whole situation was weird too. He just got a mysterious illness and he mysterious healed from a mysterious illness. He mysteriously got sick and mysteriously got healed from a disease that nobody ever... How do you cure something that you don't even know what it is? Yeah, man, all this shit crazy, man.
You know, she wanted to hear what the monster had to say. According to April, when she opened the door, the monster's security was sitting in the stairwell. Knowing that the monster's security was there made April feel a little better about letting the monster in.
Was Gene there?
Gene Deal. Ooh.
Right?
Right? Gene Deal. Security.
Exactly, Lee. Mysteriously hit that damn like button. Facts. Mysteriously hit that goddamn like button. Thank you, Kylie. Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to mysteriously hit that like button. Thank you, kindly.
You're talking a lot now on Vlad TV and all this and all that. You know, did you talk about you sitting on the stairwell? The monster and April sat on April's couch and they began to talk. According to April, the monster began apologizing for his past behaviors. The monster started telling April that the monster was a changed monster. I'm changed.
He's a changed
The monster then
monster.
showered April with compliments, telling her how good she looked, how good she smelled, kept reminiscing about their prior sex life. Then he began dropping hits about her having sex with the monster again. April rejected the monster's advances. Suddenly, out of nowhere, the monster grabs her and forced himself into her. He began kissing her, and the monster began touching her against her will. Who could have predicted?
Nobody could have predicted that. Not for the fourth time.
Who could have predicted that a monster would do that?
4 times.
When you let a monster into your apartment to see what the monster has to say, suddenly out of nowhere, the monster violently grabs you, forced himself onto her, began kissing her and touching her against his will. Who could have known? Who could have known a monster would do?
Sound like she's a willing participant. I don't know.